Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. Another year, another successful National Letter of Intent signing day. Cleveland Metropolitan School District held a special signing event at East Professional Center for their deserving student athletes.
To achieve something like this, to get about 30 more kids each and every year, I think we become spoiled, but at the same time, we really appreciate it. We know what a blessing it is to get these kids in and out of here to go to school and to further their education through the way of sports. But the key thing is we're trying to talk to them about getting that paper, getting that certificate, getting that degree. And that's why we're so glad to have so many kids each and every year to do such a thing.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and celebrating all of our student scholars today. I'm not going to take much time. I want us to celebrate these young men and women for their achievements on the fields, on the courts, and in the classrooms. And I want to congratulate each of you for the successes that you're about to have. Congratulations, everybody. Really excited to be celebrating with you today.
These student athletes work so hard, day in and day out, and all their dreams are finally coming to fruition.
Our cornerstone of our program is scholarship, leadership, and service. So we expect, good grades. We expect leadership. That's building our program. All these young men up here, we're leaders in their own right. I can identify each and every one of them and what they did individually, as a leader, not only for their school, their home, and our program. Service, it's expected that we go out, and serve our community. We've done things, with food drives, hunger centers, to get our young men involved, to reaching out with other people in the community, to understand, to give back what they do. So those are the three cornerstones, and because they followed that, just like the other men over here, I'm sure they did the same thing, they're able to stand up here before you and announce, where they're going to school and what they're going to do with their lives. So we're grateful for that.
Playing the game will end for every single young man and woman up here. But what's not going to end is their character. And their character's been shaped mostly by your parents, mostly by you, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, but also by the coaches. And so to be able to have the opportunity and privilege to be a part of that process as a coach, that's one reason why I'm also grateful. And so they'll have that for the rest of their lives as spouses, parents, neighbors, and contributors to our society. And I just want to say thank you to all you guys, all you ladies, just for also helping us and teaching us as well. And I wish you God's blessings in your future endeavors.
Carter Swopes, Cleveland, Glenville. I would be attending Eastern Michigan University. Eastern Michigan was my first choice. They're the first school that ever believed in me. That's the first school that ever showed interest. And then it's been love ever since then.
It was also great to see two young ladies receiving Division I scholarships on signing day.
I'm Jameer Houston. I attend John Hay High School, and I will be attending the University of Miami in Coral Gables, Florida. I mean, the University of Miami, it's the U. It's like home in another city. I just felt amazing there, being with the team, being with the coaches. They just made me feel there. Plus the weather. I mean, they're doing good. I just like it. It's a one-in-a-lifetime feeling, chance, everything. I did, in fifth grade, I never knew this opportunity would come. And then now, for it to be coming, and then me going to the college I'm going to, it's a big school. It's a dream come true.
And as a parent, words can't describe how proud Monte Driscoll was for his daughter, Jameer.
I can't even describe it. It's a dream come true. I remember the first day when Jameer started playing basketball when she was in the 5th, 6th grade, and just to see her develop over the years, all the bumps and bruises, the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride she's been on, it's just a dream come true.
Well, everyone takes for granted that just because you're in an urban setting that you got athletes. But no, these kids put in a lot of work to get to the point they get to. And to have, 30, and we had about 30 last year, and each year we're averaging anywhere from 25 to 30 student scholars going off to college. That reflects on the Cleveland School District, and it reflects on the coaches more than anything, the effort being put forth in these student athletes to really go forward, to really achieve, and to overcome all obstacles they face on a daily basis.
5 schools from around the district gathered at John Adams High School for the 36th Annual Senate Wrestling Championship. These high school athletes are always pumped up for this championship tournament. It's preparing them for the regional tournament, as well as giving them a chance to win bragging rights in their division.
The thing about it, the kids think more of the Senate championship than they do going to the districts. And that because they want to make sure they win within the district, within the Senate, so they can have the boast, the boasting and all that within the schools. So it's really important to the kids more than anything else. But if you watch the kids today, you'll find out how excited they are about this tournament. They know each other too. They've wrestled 2 or 3 times, and so they know each other quite well. And they're buddies, but they want to beat each other in the Senate. The Senate means more than the state to these guys.
I was very pumped coming into the Senate championship today because last year it was mostly my fault because of my grades that I didn't wrestle, but at the last second, coaches pulled it up and wasn't able to wrestle at the tournament. So to be here at the tournament this year is a good blessing for me, and I'm happy that I'm here for my team.
When these student athletes approach the mat, it's game time. They have to make sure they're mentally and physically ready for the task at hand. Because although they are part of a team, they walk onto the mat alone. Pepe Miller reflects on last year's tournament.
Last year, it was my first year. It was a great experience for me, and I worked hard, and I enjoyed taking first place, and even better, came home with the MVP trophy. I started wrestling just last year. My father had passed, and I did this for him, and I do this for my family, and I'm motivated to make it somewhere in life. So, and I want to do this. I want to go on to college and do this. And I love the sport, so that and the motivation that I have is that in my family, and I'm ready.
As the championship tournament started, the competition started heating up. Some of the matches were won by basic technical moves, and some matches were won by simply outmuscling their opponent.
The motivation I have is extremely high, as y'all seen earlier, man. I was pumped, I was ready, and I'm just ready to get this over with, man. 2018, Rebels gonna be Senate champs.
It'd be great to come and win first place and MVP again, because it shows how hard I work and practice and at home. It's not only at practice that I work at home, and coming here and getting this trophies will just show how hard I work.
And the finalists for this year's Senate Wrestling Championship: Glenville, 4th place; John Marshall, 3rd place; James Ford Rhodes, 2nd place; and John Adams, 1st place. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration.
An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. It's no secret that LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers owner, Dan Gilbert, haven't seen eye to eye. Entering this season, the Cavs added a lot of big names to the roster, but mid-season, they realized that the players didn't mesh well. Then the rumors started, players pointing fingers at other players, and one of the biggest rumors of all, an article was released stating that LeBron James will be willing to sit down with the Golden State Warriors to talk about a contract when he becomes a free agent this summer. One thing is for certain, Anyone can make up a rumor for a headline story, but I'd rather hear it from the source. Here is what LeBron had to say about those rumors.
I mean, I woke up, I got up early, ate breakfast, went back to sleep. So when I woke up, it was the first thing that was kind of on my phone. I got an alert on my phone, and a few people had hit me about it, whatever or whatnot. The first thing I did was start laughing, actually. And then I thought about it. I think it's doing it's nonsense, and it's a non-story. And I think it's a discredit to what I'm trying to do here. It's a discredit to my teammates and the coaching staff here. My only focus right now is trying to, figure out how we can become a championship caliber team in these next few months. And there's been so many stories about me in the last few months and the last few days about where I'm going and where I'm at and what place I'm in. I'm here, I'm right here, I'm right now, and this is my present, this is where I'm at. If you don't hear something come from my voice, then it's not true. I don't give a damn how close they are. I don't care if it's my kids, my wife, or whatever. If it's not from me, it's not true. So, not even like upset right now about it. I think it's just a discredit to my teammates because I'm the leader of these guys, and for them to have to hear that stuff every single day about my free agency, I apologize to them. I will handle my summer situation when my summer gets here, and I would not handle it right now. You guys know, in my 15-year career, I've been a free agent twice so far, or 3 times, and I've always handled it at the right appropriate time, and that's at the end of the season when it's time appropriate, and I've never let anything on the outside get in the way of what I'm trying to accomplish.
The Cavs ended up making the most moves before the trade deadline. They sent out 6 players and 2 draft picks, and in return, they brought back 4 players and 1 draft pick, without trading away the Nets pick that they acquired, which will hopefully be a lottery pick. At the beginning of the season, the Cavs had the oldest roster. After the trade, the team got younger and more athletic.
I just want you guys to know that my focus right now is on the Cavs and how we can get back to the finals for a 4th straight year. That's my focus.
The new-look Cavaliers are playing great. The young players have come in hungry and full of energy, which has rubbed off on the Cavs' veteran players. Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop on our Cleveland sports scene.